What is Hafrashat Challah for Jewish children? Imagine baking a beautiful loaf of challah for Shabbat or a holiday. Now picture a special moment where a small piece is set aside before the bread is finished. That's what Hafrashat Challah is all about. It is a Jewish commandment that involves taking a tiny piece of dough before the challah is braided and baked. This act connects us to a tradition that goes back thousands of years. It started in the times of the temple in Jerusalem, where a portion of dough was given to the priests as an offering. Today, even though the temple no longer stands, Jewish people still perform this act as a symbol of faith and gratitude. For children, learning about Hafrashat Challah is a chance to understand their heritage and see baking as more than just cooking. It's a way to connect to their roots and to values like giving and mindfulness. When baking challah, the child can help measure the ingredients, knead the dough, and then, at the right moment, take a small piece of dough. This piece is called challah. The person performing the mitzvah recites a blessing, which is a special prayer, before setting aside the challah piece. Depending on custom, the challah piece is either burned or set aside to be discarded, because it cannot be eaten once separated. The act of Hafrashat Challah reminds us that everything we have comes from God. It encourages us to think about blessings and to practice charity. The challah itself symbolizes unity and holiness, especially during Shabbat and Jewish holidays. When children participate in this ritual, they see baking as a spiritual act that links the physical and the spiritual worlds. In practical home life, involving children in baking challah and performing Hafrashat Challah teaches them responsibility and respect for tradition. They can learn the blessing, help measure ingredients, and understand the meaning behind the act. It's a wonderful way to turn a weekly baking activity into a meaningful family ritual. Teaching children about Hafrashat Challah also helps instill important values like gratitude, charity, and mindfulness about food. It makes the act of baking more than just a routine. It becomes a way to nurture their spiritual growth and strengthen family bonds.